Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge. Some last minute surprise guests. Super happy to have these guys here. And some new faces showing up as well. So, of course, I'm Uriah. I've been here since the very beginning. Y'all know me. Underneath me, we have Matthias. How you doing, pal? Underneath him, we got Chris. ThanksSkeleton. Returning as always, ever present. And
love this thing.
Yes, very happy to have him. And new to the show, not really new to the concept, but new to weekly no prep, MrMaxBoivin. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Well, thank you for having me on short notice.
Yes, yeah, and it was honestly a surprise. So yeah, and of course, returning also here since the beginning, arguably even earlier. We have FiLtheThriL. How's it going, pal?
I'm doing well. How's everyone else doing?
Golden.
Doing great. Excited.
It's nice
Yes.
to meet you as well, Chris and
Yes.
Matthias. I want to say Matthias.
You got it right. It's Matthias as it happens.
Okay.
But
All right.
Nailed it.
Some folks popping in. We got Bacon popping in. Conway, full house tonight, eh? Yes, sir. And of course, Nicholas. Surprised with the cast. Honestly, me too. I was my goal was to handpick the table for the last Ultimate No Prep Challenge, that the last weekly Ultimate No Prep Challenge I was going to be doing, and to have these two guys pop in accidentally, but still, it's great to have them be a part. And of course, Elf Hunter popping in as well.
That's the thing, right? If there's like if there's more than 5 words in the message, like we get lost.
Yeah.
I thought this was porn.
And there we go. No, I'm just kidding. Cool. So we'll get right into this thing, as is tradition. So the way we've been doing it is we've been rolling backwards because it's somehow more fun that way. So let's see, Chris, do you want to give us a D8 to establish a tone?
Sure. Let's do it.
Ooh.
That is a 4. That is hard to read.
Dramatic.
Oh,
Dramatic. All right.
dramatic, just like Breaking Bad.
Sure. We'll see.
Is that
No.
a dramatic example?
Yeah, that
No.
works. Max, do you have a D20 ready?
Well, let's say yes. 12.
12.
Lucha Libre.
Lucha Libre.
Libra.
Oh,
Lucha Libre.
Dramatic Lucha Libre.
All right.
We'll see who's
not?
we'll see who's GMing this thing.
Is that the wrestlers?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's wrestling.
Okay. Just making sure I wasn't blacking out, or I don't know what's
I know
happening.
Mexican wrestling with the
Yes.
mask.
Yeah,
and all.
Mexican
Yeah.
wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mexican
Yeah.
professional wrestling. So we'll see who's running this thing. We got, of course, I'm 1, Chris is 2, 3 is Phil, and 4 is Max. I'll roll a D4 for us.
Who's
The Shawner.
Shawner, that is Max. That's a 4.
all right? Oh fuck! I need fucking dramatic Lucha Libre thing.
Dramatic Lucha Libre.
Okay. Let's do this. I need to think about that. At least I'm
yeah,
Latino,
I'm-
so-
yeah. Lucha Libre.
That's that.
So
But
what
I'm
do you
not that-
usually do at this point here, Uriah?
We discuss a premise. So
Yeah.
this is a interesting. So I'm trying to remember. I want to say I think this was one of Dom's suggestion, Bleak Nick. This is one that he threw in after running a no prep, or it may, I don't know. I don't remember who did this, but yeah. So Lucha Libre. I think we could kind of go in the direction of like, maybe it's like we're all wrestlers at a certain promotion.
No, you don't have to all be a wrestler. Some
Yeah.
of you can be agent. Some of you can
Sure.
be
All right.
maybe spectator.
Mhm.
But it need to be like to have the tone, the theme, the setting of Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
So does it need like, but like that's the thing because like in Lucha Libre, there's characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So are we doing the game like if the character were real people and you are those guy, or are you doing wrestler with their character, like playing character, like your character is a guy playing a character, right?
Sure. So like, are we
So
are we
can go in
going
real life?
are we going kayfabe, or are we like buying into it essentially?
Yeah.
Well, I think the
Because
move
we
with
also
the
have the tone-
dramatic is
Yeah,
that-
we have the tone of dramatic, right?
Yeah. I would presume we're the people playing the wrestlers. So we have our personas? We're aware of it. I guess would be my
So
instinct is
that'll-
dramatic.
So that open like for having like people that are not wrestler, right? Like
Sure.
manager, maybe referee, maybe
Yeah.
staff or spectator.
yeah,
I want
I
to
would-
be a lawyer. The lawyer on staff of the wrestling company.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm gonna be some kind of manager type that is very much a character in the drama, in the fiction.
Sure.
His name is El Gringo Supremo.
Gringo Supremo.
Nice. That might be an actual person. Just for the record.
Yeah.
It is
Does
now.
anyone here know about Lucha Libre? Like,
I'm
No,
probably
to the
the most well versed out of everyone. I grew up around professional wrestling and have a modicum of understanding of at least lucha, but
okay. I know a
yeah.
little bit about pro wrestling. Is it basically the same except Mexican?
yeah. The culture of lucha is a lot more like sort of the facade of it all is still very much alive over there. There's still a lot of celebrity and almost like superhero status for a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of those sorts of things.
So what little I know from Lucha Libre is there's a Mystery Science Theater where
Of course.
El Santo versus the Vampire Women. So that's like a star vehicle for a Lucha Libre fighter in like the 1960s.
Yeah.
I was actually almost in a sort of like an amateur wrestling, going pro wrestling group, and I was gonna be called El Gringo Supremo.
No way.
Gringo Supremo.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh, well.
I used to live in South Texas, and so everyone
Oh,
was
there you go.
Mexican,
Yeah.
except me. So I was the Gringo
Supremo,
Supremo.
of course,
El Gringo Supremo.
because you are still you.
Gringoist Supremoist.
See.
Social.
I think I'll be kind of like the sort of the scrawny little underdog kind of guy, sort of like your Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, we actually need some freaking luchadors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Like the two first guy like wanted to not be luchadors.
Yeah.
I'll be a luchador if need be.
You could kind of be,
I mean, I'm kind of a luchador.
well, if you're
Yeah,
wearing a mask, if you wear a mask, you could
I
really,
absolutely am wearing a mask.
well, you could pull double duty.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening.
You could be under and then
Except I wear like I look like a plantation owner with like a white and silver mask.
Yeah.
I have like a white large brimmed hat.
Yeah.
And then like a seersucker suit.
kind of like oh shoot, what was his name?
Like your Jack underneath.
He was always with Kamala.
Kamala.
Not the candidate,
Tim Waltz?
No.
Is that-
the wrestler,
Am I Tim Waltz? The
which was what was his last name? This Kamala.
luchador?
Oh, what was his name?
I don't know. But basically,
Tim Waltz was the Gringo Supremo.
I look like the Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
With a luchador mask. Basically, what's happening.
And ripped
No, I'm like kind of fat.
already.
Gotcha.
More like a maniac. Is that his name? The Maniac.
I don't know that guy.
His
The dude. I don't know. There's fat wrestlers.
Yeah.
there's
and I'm-
plenty of fat wrestlers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be in the US?
Okay.
No, it would be in Mexico.
Gotcha. So we have
Mexico.
two wrestlers,
Mexico.
and I kind of want to be a lawyer, but I'm willing to also be a wrestler as well. Matt, what did you have? What was your idea?
The ideas that immediately popped into my head are wife or girlfriend of one of the last wrestlers, Face, who recently had like some video go viral of him being like a huge asshole in real life, and so now like the management is forcing him to do a heel turn
Nice.
in the kayfabe.
Are you going to be playing? You're playing the wrestler though.
Yeah, that would be the wrestler version. If we need more wrestlers, then that would be.
Do you want to be my tag team partner?
What?
Do you want to be my tag team partner?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, I will be your the manager for your nemesis.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay. I like that.
That might need to be Chris. Maybe his character is a lawyer, but he's also just the lawyer for the promotion.
Say again. I don't get the lingo.
So your character, like, you said your guy's going to be a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if he is the lawyer for the wrestling company, but he is also playing the character of a lawyer wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like,
Okay.
Like IRS, if you're familiar with there was a pro wrestler whose nickname was IRS, and he was like this like straight guy with like he wore a tie and a shirt and always carried around a briefcase and stuff like that. So you can kind of lean into it, but you're also just the lawyer. Like you're kind of playing both sides, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sort of makes sense.
What was his name?
Erwin W. Shyster. I think that was the
No.
Erwin R.
Yeah, it was an R, not a W.
Yeah, oh no, I said W.
Forgot what the middle name was as well.
It was Erwin R. Shyster, but he was actually the father of Bray Wyatt, believe it or not.
I don't know what that is. That's after my time.
Yeah. Dude, ingenuity.
Ever loving.
Okay.
So how do we put some drama in that goofy ass thing?
You basically, it needs to be about the business.
Died.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're having like this wrestling match. It's in memoriam for somebody that died.
Yeah. Basically, you're gonna go like Friday Night Lights with it.
Yeah, and it was like it was the tag team partner of El Gringo Supremo.
Gotcha. You could go
Can I name him?
extreme and do
Can I name everything?
Chris Benoit
Oh god,
storyline. But that's too
no,
much.
We're not doing fratricide and murders. We're not doing that stuff. That's
dramatic, maybe too dramatic.
Yeah, that is a little bit too real.
Maybe I'll do it.
Maybe I'll do it just in principle at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Oh, I've done worse.
not necessarily an PC, but yeah.
You don't care if I make up everything, or do you want me to not make up everything?
No, I don't care. You know me.
Okay. Great. Ready.
Well, you want to tell me something, or no, you just want to make up in on the spot?
I am a wrestler, so I'm like kind of older. So I used to be like a more active high flyer type.
Nice.
But now I'm like in my 50s. I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I can pummel people with like my suitcase that I bring to the ring.
Yeah.
That's like my moves. And also I'm like pretty well established in the business.
Yeah. Also, change your nameplate.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to change it to Gringo Supreme.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
No screenshots. That's hilarious. Is this you? Gringo Supremo?
The next PTA meeting.
I'm gonna call it green, like the color green.
Green go. Hey, that could kind of work. I mean, that's kind of like a double entendre.
Is it like is it wrong saying gringo?
It's with the I.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it just means white boy, essentially.
Yeah, there's nothing like you can call yourself that, right?
It's my word.
Yeah.
It's kind of
you're right. It's just that I'm kind of calling myself a white supremacist. That's the problem that I have. You get it?
Well, but you're doing it. No, I don't. That might be my problem.
I'll do green. I'll do it like this. Green.
Come on, grow some balls.
Yeah, it kind of works. I mean, it's the double entendre of green go. And if you used to be a high flyer,
right? That sucks. Grow some balls. There you go.
I disavow. I disavow Max.
Abogada FiLtheThriL. Cool.
Turn my fan on. Holy shit, I'm hot.
All right, so you're.
What'd you say, Matt?
How do I change my title?
Go down to your name on the bottom. So where you have your little screen there.
It's the three dots.
You click on. You can click on the three dots, or you can click on your name. It should pop it up.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much.
Yes. So my guy is El Fuego Pequeño. He is
the little fire for people that don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, the little fire. He is sort of a smaller guy. Throws himself around more so than throwing other people around. But smaller dude, very much a high flyer, spinning on the ropes, doing the flippy dips.
They call him like Volente.
Yeah, buddy. And then my tag team partner is Gringo Supremo. That's what we said, right?
Oh no.
Or was it
No, I'm the
no. That's right. You're the
manager.
So it'd be Abogada FiLtheThriL.
The final lawyer.
Abogada FiLtheThriL.
Yes.
It's like yeah. The final lawyer, yeah. Abogada. Yeah. Forgot. My Spanish is not that great.
Yeah.
Aren't you on Duolingo for 1,000 hours? Like 20,000.
But I don't not Spanish. I only know some Spanish from
back in the day.
Back in the days, and from because it's close to Portuguese.
Yeah, that's true. You could be the last ice cream.
Last ice cream.
Afogado FiLtheThriL. And Matt, why don't you tell us who your character is?
You're muted.
Yeah, I am Il Princeps, which is probably not correct Spanish. But I was sort of marketed as a heartthrob sort of character, Prince Charming.
Yeah.
But after the incident, management is going to be reframing it as it's always the Prince Machiavelli, or at least that's what they want to do. But I don't know, it's not going to work well with my Instagram strategy. So I'm
sure.
I'm pretty pissed about it. Bro.
Yeah. So I think what we said is that me and El Princeps are tag team partners.
Yeah.
And we'll be going up against
Brothers Forever.
Is that right? We're going up against Chris and Phil. Was that the plan?
Well, Phil's the manager now.
Oh,
right?
No,
yeah.
I'm not
I'll tell you what you're together there, the event. What the event is, right? You're in a small local Lucha Libre federation, right? It's not a big league.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat big, but it's not second tier maybe.
Sure.
And one of the old guy that been doing that forever, right? Older guy, which was Phil's partner, recently died.
Gotcha.
And this is kind of kind of suddenly, right? Nobody saw it coming. He was sick but kept at Eden. And now you're doing this match as in Memorencia, right?
Cool.
for him. And
So my partner died.
yeah, your partner died.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another match. And these guys are gonna beat me up. Or...
It's like an in memoriam match.
It's like an event, right? Like it's not gonna be necessarily one match, right? It's not just gonna be like you're not gonna be all in the ring all the time, right? It's gonna be like the thing around the event.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So before we get started, I wanted to clarify how combat works. So with the system, it's opposed roles. So the attacker will describe how they attack. The defender will describe how they defend. You both roll. Whoever comes out on top is the winner. In the event of a tie, the person who initiated the attacker, they don't do any damage, but they have an advantageous position. And we kind of role play that out in the moment.
So is Lucha Libre count as combat?
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not fighting.
Yeah.
Unless we go off script, right?
Yeah, unless we start shooting on people. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wrestling's not fake.
Yeah. You're probably all there because you have like well, sorry, Chris, you didn't give us all your character.
Yeah. So I am not a good wrestler. I'm imagining I'm not that into wrestling, so I don't know all the terminology, but I guess I'm kind of like a heel character where I've got kind of like these scales of justice, which are like metal pans.
Ooh.
So that's kind of like my gimmick is that like I've got this giant scale and I slap people with the pans.
That's cool.
I feel that my character doesn't really he's more into the lawyering aspect, but he's keeping up with this part.
Sure. That's par for the course. That's par for the course. There's been plenty of times where managers who have no business being in the ring are put in the ring anyway, just because it sells tickets.
Yeah.
Don't I know it? I want you just to give you some dramatic elements. Let's say I have an estranged daughter, Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Estranged daughter.
An estranged daughter. Also, I'm not very happy with the way my friend died. So obviously, it was some sort of at-fault liability situation that I'm blaming somebody for. Just haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I do.
What's the name of the friend? Do we have who are we memorializing?
Eduardo Zapata.
Eduardo Zapata.
And he is the
Eddie Shoes.
the iron eagle.
Nice.
All right.
Is that good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What? How do you say that in Spanish?
No, you probably like have it like in the German. What's your partner?
No. Okay. The golden eagle.
Águila de hierro.
The what?
Águila de hierro.
Avila.
Águila.
De Viero.
But you can say it in English because we're gonna play in English.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So golden eagle.
Well, if you want golden eagle,
iron. Yeah.
Águila dorada.
The golden
golden eagle dorada.
Eagle. Águila dorada.
Dorada. Yeah.
Águila dorada.
That's a mouthful. Call him the golden eagle from here on.
That works.
So it's golden, not iron.
Yeah.
You're not embracing the Mexican culture.
I'm not embracing. What? They love the gold, like the Incans and shit, right?
Yeah, but they also love
the iron.
Yeah, they also love like Anyway, I'm not gonna go there. I guess I'm not on my channel. I'm gonna be a good guest.
You have to follow your own rules.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sweet. We ready?
Yes, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not. Real quick though, there's some sort of extra bonuses you get, or is it just the 10 skills?
So if you're looking at the
Specializations.
specializations,
Okay,
what
yeah.
that is, anything that you're good at. So say you're using a particular application of a skill. If that application is something that you're good at, you're going to add 20% to that skill.
Okay, got it. Ready.
I hope you all put like some melee and body in there, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. You have an excuse, not too much.
Yeah.
And El Fuego Pequeño can put some finesse. Also, like one thing I want
to
I trust you to know the rules, and if you're trying to do something that is have a chance for failure, like you can make a roll. You don't have to wait for me to ask you, but I might ask you to do a roll and just say like, give me a roll.
Yep.
I'm not gonna precise what it is. What else do I need to tell them, Phil?
I don't know. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have
Make
fun.
sure you have
Put
fun.
stuff out there and don't be afraid to. Yeah, we'll rock it out.
There you go.
Yeah. You want to put me on top in the corner?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Always.
We'll do
Yeah.
that. And Matt, don't forget to unmute and then mute back again.
The Princeps.
And we're gonna go. We're gonna go in clockwise order.
Sure. It may get a bit muddy at the end. We tend to sort of let it flow, but we'll get too in the weeds.
All right. So the night is warm and dry, and the outside ring with the estrada, or not filled yet. You're a little while before the event begin. There's a little like a building in the back where the wrestler and the staff can get busy getting everything in check. And this is the commemorative match event for a legend that recently died, the Golden Eagle, Eduardo Zapata. Everybody's getting busy. The last little last minute preparative. Friendships.
Hey, where's my fucking manager? I'm sort of looking around like this, like expecting, the world to answer to me.
Diego?
I'm standing in front of the mirror, my foot on a footstool, tying my boots, lacing them up. My mask, my half white, half blue mask is pushed up over my head. I'm sweating. Sweat's dripping off my forehead as I finish the lacing.
White towel draped over my head, obscuring my face. The thin frame of my arms, I'm wrapping them in tape. I put the last little bit on, reach into my bag, pull out my flame-designed custom mask, the vinyl all shiny on it.
Standing in my corner, sort of small, shitty office that I've managed to obtain with my small amount of seniority. It's filled with smoke as I puff on a big stogie. And I go, and I walk over towards this picture of Eduardo I look at it and I go, I miss you. I'll find those bastards that did this to you.
The event manager come in the room, followed by a bunch of people carrying flowers. There's other wrestler scattered around, all getting ready, warming up. There's a stench of like sweat and smoke and stuff that you can identify in the air. The event manager yell like, "All right, everybody, like 15 minutes. Everybody gets ready. Make it a good one. It's one to be remembered. We're trying to remember legend here. So be legendary."
It'd be a lot fucking easier if someone tell me. I'll figure it out myself. So I'm just gonna get into my outfit, pull up. I got like the crown, pulling out over, just like getting ready, but just like fuming.
The event manager goes to you at Princep and he put his finger on your chest and say, "Remember, no more of that cute face now. That won't stick anymore. You're gonna get booed out there. Expect it and embrace it." Muted.
All right, I'm gonna get the brambles that we're gonna be put on my crown. I'm just gonna like throw them on the crown thing, so it's just like a little more like badass. You said you'd have like that cool skeleton crown thing. No.
Nah, that's where we wanted to go with now. Like tonight's not about you anyway. We're gonna do your proper introduction later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. Let's. If we're doing my transition later, I should be, the good guy. Still. Fuck it. Whatever you say. Fine. You win.
Don't be difficult. You turn toward Diego. You have a step toward him and say, "Everybody like to get a elder release from everybody."
I gesture towards a manila folder filled with hastily scrawled papers. I already got it from everyone here. It should be good. It's just the normal paperwork that we do before every match, but just for this special match.
Yeah, and you're good to go in there.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying out some of these. I grab from the table two incredibly large pans hanging by chains. I say, this is what we practice with, but it's got a kind of like a fake gold enamel. It's going to look great for this.
Jesus Christ. Don't kill someone else in there, right? Just like, I want to do like those kind of event every week.
That's a little dark. Like, it's not like I was the one that did it. It wasn't me. It just.
Well.
I walk over towards El Princeps. I say, "My brother, how are you doing?" I reach out to give him a big hug.
Well, it's a brand new day, but not about us, right?
That's right. I sort of pound my chest. We've been teaming up for the past year and a half now, and I must say this has been some of the most rewarding times in this business that I've had. It's an honor to call you my brother. I'm so glad to be teaming with you today in this match. We're going to go out there and we're going to give them a show that they will never forget.
Yeah. I've been thinking. Can you what does this mean for you though? Right? Like, are you going to be like the face tied with the heel? I mean, I don't. Do you want to join me on the dark side? It could be fun.
I give you sort of a confused look. Hey man, whatever happens, happens. But we're gonna go out there and give it our all. I'm glad to call you a team member, and I hope that we'll be team members for many years to come.
Yeah,
we'll be
absolutely,
running this
bro. Absolutely, bro. Come here.
Give another big hug.
I settle into a creaky chair, like an office chair on wheels, kind of old and trashy with the leather or like a pleather cushion. Makes a big creaking noise as I lean back in it with all of my girth. Take a big puff off of my cigar, looking at the picture, and I go, ah, those bastards. I just chuck it across the wall. It kind of clatters and breaks the glass in the picture breaks. I say, they're not gonna get me too. I can tell you that, Eduardo.
The event manager come close to you, Gringo Supremo, and he say, "How you holding up, old man? Don't make it personal."
I just ignore him. Put this cigar out. Stand up right in front of him with my mask on already. And I say, I know my job. Get my big plantation hat, put it on.
I know, like this hit us all pretty hard. I know you're, old partner, and you have your theories. But remember that none of them in the ring out there is responsible for that loss.
Step towards him, like bumping him with my gut, and I say, "Oh yes, I'm sure you're real broken up about it."
Well, we all have our way to grieves. He moved back to the entrance.
Just stare at him.
Everybody's getting
burning holes in his back. Nice.
Now, like the smell of the flowers that have been brought in start to fill in the place and compensate a bit for all the stench of the wrestler. People like putting oil on their body to make them like shiny and have the muscle show. The event manager clap his hand. I say, everybody, come in there in the middle in the front. Take a knee. We'll do the prayer before the event.
Slide off some of my rings, put them in a cup as I follow the guy out.
That's it.
All right, I'll slap in El Fuego for another hug, and indicate towards walking towards where we're all going to stand to pray, and let's go.
Carrying the clattering metal pans and the blindfold as part of my entrance gimmick, I walk towards the circle of kneeling wrestlers.
And I join the rest.
I stand there not kneeling on my old knees, but put my hand on someone kneeling nearby on the shoulder.
Yeah, the matter. I give a last look to the Gringo Supremo, hold the stare for a while, and then start with a prayer to the Father, asking for protection for everybody that's gonna step in the ring. And he's interrupted by screaming from outside. A woman scream. Few words make it their way to the door, like, "Let me in, I need to talk to him."
Puta madre! I walk over towards the door.
The screaming like is getting louder, and there's a lot of swearing. The Princess.
You're muted, bro.
Yes. I'm getting up, looking around, trying to see if other people are responding to the door.
I get to my feet awkwardly, all my accoutrement kind of clattering around. I'm the sweat underneath my mask gets in my eye. I pull it off and try to rub my face. Not engaging with the screaming woman.
Keeping up the pace behind El Gringo, I follow outside, following towards the sound of the screaming.
I push aside like one of the rookies. Just like I say, just sit down. And I walk over towards the door.
The door goes ajar, and a female arm come through, clearly being held back, and it's the voice of El Gringo Primo's daughter that is screaming.
I open the door, seeing the man touching my daughter, and I slap him in the back of the head pretty roughly. I say, "Get your hands off her, filthy animal."
The guy duck down and step away, letting the girl go. And the girl compose herself.
I catch her hand before she slaps me in the face.
She's about to slap you, yeah. And she look at you and say, "You did that to Eduardo. It's you that caused Eduardo."
What are you talking about? I say unconvincingly.
You could never forgive. That way, you know what I'm talking about.
Look back at the others. Keep your voice down.
She slap you in the face.
Barely move.
Taking back the man that was holding the woman back, sort of pushing him off to the side, I start to trail back towards the rest of the group. It's okay, everybody. Everything's fine. It's just an excited fan is all. Please, I'll continue continue the prayer, please.
She spit at El Fuego's Pequeño's feet. And she said, "No, it's not okay. It's all of you. You are in this machismo culture. You're sick."
All right. I push her firmly, but away from the group. Try to head to somewhere more private.
You go.
Hearing the conversation, I step forward and I look Gringo Supremo in the eye. It's not your fault. The stunts we were doing were dangerous. He signed the release. The prop malfunction wasn't your fault.
I just look at him and the blank stare. And, thank you. Thank you, Diego. I'm going to speak with my daughter.
Herr Princip.
I had a jog that I jogging a little bit, and then noticing the situation was calming down, and I walk back, and I'm sort of awkwardly standing around, listening, but no longer sort of activated.
I lead El Princeps off to one side, bringing everybody back together and speaking to the group. Listen, it's a special night. It's meant to honor the memory of someone who's very dear to us. So when you go out there tonight, you're not just out there to perform and entertain these fans. No, you're doing it for someone who's watching from the best seats in the house. So let's do this thing for him.
The event manager like put his hand on your shoulder and rub it, and maybe a bit too long, and then say, "Yeah, you're right, Fuego Pequeño. You guys like remember, but you need to go there and entertain. Let's take a resume the prayer." And then he go back to where he left. Doesn't start from the start, from the top. Just a few strophe left. Everybody else are silent, kneeling, and clasp. The daughter calmed down for a minute in the door in front of Gringo Supremo.
Kind of manhandling her a little bit, like through the hallway, and push her into like a nearby office. And I say, "What the hell do you think you're doing, coming to this place, yelling all those types of things?"
She doesn't resist too much. She's just giving a show of resisting, and
I let go of her so she can shrug up.
I have things to say that need to be said. You've always pushed Eduardo. First, you pushed it away from me, and then and since then, you always push him to do more and more dangerous stunt.
Eduardo wanted to be famous. He wanted to be the best. He's not going to do it giving elbow drops and whatever the hell else you think is safe maneuvers.
He's not going to be the best now either, will he?
No, I suppose not. Clear my throat, turning around.
Who you have left now? It's the first time we speak in years, and this is all not even how you're doing. Move away from everything to the Lucha Libre. Nothing for the family, nothing for the mother of your child, nothing for the child.
I say, my duty is to Eduardo right now. My hand across the mark that she left on my face.
You're gonna fucking die alone. And she took her heel and walked fast away.
I just whispered to myself, "It was good to see you."
Inside, the manager finishes the prayer, raises his hand, and say, "All right, people, let's go entertain the folks out there." And he leaves the room. When the door opened, the clamor of the crowd started to resonate inside.
All right, I'm walking forward, striding forward in my most confident strut, and ready to just flash fingers if I hear boos.
There's a rookie that stopped you on your way and say, "You had a good run, El Princep, but now you're over. People won't like you anymore. I'm gonna be the new fucking lover boy out there."
You'll see. People like the bad boy.
Nah, not after what you done. Should have left those dogs alone.
You know what? Fuck you. Maybe you're being my friend here, getting me in the right mood, but it's working. Fuck you. All right? I'm just gonna walk forward past him.
He move away and then he just go with his hand taunting you. Diego.
I stride outwards into the arena. Blue and white lighting flashes from the lights above. I'm holding an enormous scale in my hand, and a polyester scarf over my eyes. I dramatically rip off the polyester scarf over my eyes and shout, "Justice is no longer blind." my voice cracks at the last word, and sweat gets into my eyes.
The crowd boo you, and they call you all kind of names, shyster and fraudster and corrupt.
I wave the scale in front of the booing crowd and throw the scarf onto the ground.
The other manager is on the ring, microphone in hand, and he starts starting to do his spiel like, "Ladies and gentlemen, in this special event," there's a big picture of Eduardo in the on the back wall from the building from where you come from. It's in this special night in memory of a legend that we lost. We're gonna have La Lucha Libre. He raises his fist, and now the crowd cheer. El fuego pequeño.
As Diego's music dies down, the lights go dim, and the voice of Arthur Brown pipes through the speakers and says, "I am the god of hellfire." And this fast, upbeat music starts to play as red and orange lights flash through, and I creep through the curtain, the towel draped around my neck, throwing my hands up in the air, giving a dance, shouting, "Fuego!" as I walk.
A pyrotechnic, like blasting from the corner of the stage. Small organization, but they try to be as big as they can, going all out. The crowd now is cheering, is going wild. People are standing on their feet in the estrada.
I point to the curtain, waiting for my partner El Princeps to exit.
I hear the thumping of the bass backstage and walk over to a viewing office. So we're watching that's looking at the cameras, and I pat like one of my old friends, the eel, on the back. And I say, "Oh, so they got the pyro good tonight, huh?" I pull this flask out, take a swig, and hand it to him.
So yeah, they know a lot of people would watch the tonight because of any like point of the camera that is broadcasted because of this Eduardo. I'm sorry, man, for your loss.
Nah, it's okay. It's all of our loss. Offer him the flask again.
Take a swig and he grins and say, "How can you fucking drink that? You go like on the rink later."
Don't be a fucking pussy. Take it back from him. Take another swig. Watch the show.
Then turns his back to you and he shakes his head, going back to his business. The partner of Diego is coming out now to jungle music. It's El Jaguar. And he got this mask with the spot on it. He's doing his little song and dance, climbing on the ring, doing some roar, walking around. Talking to the crowd. Now it's time for El Princep to make his entrance.
All right. Walking through. As soon as I hear boos, strutting up to the stage towards El Fuego.
The ref climb on the stage, pointing each of you to your corner as team. They have a manager on the side of the stage now. He's talking to the microphone and say, "The first event for tonight is gonna be a tag match between Abogado Final and El Jaguar." And some people cheer, some people boo. Against El Fuego Pequeño and El Príncipe. And then like people cheers when El Fuego Pequeño's name, but then when El Príncipe is named, now it's like a huge booing.
I'm gonna crawl up onto my corner, just flashing out middle fingers, and like indicating like this, out down to this guy, So really playing into the heel role.
I gesture him down and say, "Brother, I'll start this one off, okay?" I point over to Diego. "Watch out for that one. He's shifty. I don't like the look of his in his eye."
I take the enormous scale and I stow it beneath the ring, and I climb up onto the sides. My blue tie flops down over the ropes, and I turn my head to taunt the two over there.
The people like the crowd boo. The Mutt are like eating themselves on the spotlight outside that are lighting the ring. There's a big showing. The Estrada are full. And there's light approaching from the side of the Estrada at good speed. And the sound of an engine. And yelling, a man yelling. I say, men yelling, saying, "A car, a truck, move on!" Like confused yelling.
I scream, "Diego, Abe, move!"
I jump off the side of the ring and trying to take cover away from the car driving towards me.
I see the video feed of people doing weird stuff on the ring. I say, "What the hell are they doing?" Clenching the briefcase in my hand.
There's a guy looking at the video feed with you. I say, "I know, no idea." And then you step toward the window and you look outside. I say, "Madre Dio." It's like, and there's headlight that are rushing toward the Estrada between like in the corner between like two the bleacher, I guess that's the word, like between the bleacher
The stands.
yeah. And the crowd seeing that now and being conscious of that is rushing and jumping off of the Estrada. Some old lady got struggled to move out of the way. Everything's happening very fast.
I'm rushing towards where the car is, and gonna just like tackle anyone who's like right in the way if I can.
Give me
Theoretically out of the way.
Give me a hard roll.
You muted.
You muted.
Succeed.
Here you go.
I rip off the mask and pull it to the top of my head so I can see better. I look desperately around for Rodolfo, the security guard I know, trying to pick him out of the crowd to see where the hell he is.
is pushing people away, like trying to shove them toward like a safe direction near the building. But people are rushing toward this way anyway.
I panic. I look around desperately to figure out what the fuck is going on. Is this the cartels?
El fuego pequeño.
Already sliding out of the ring, rushing towards the bleachers. My arm reaches out to grab the old lady. Say, "Vámonos, abuela. Aquí." I try to lift her up to get her off of this thing.
Give me a roll.
Success. Her body
Jingle
frail,
string.
light in my arms.
Just staring at the monitor.
So yeah, the body fit in your arm.
Carry her off the bleachers. Get her out of the way.
And El Principe, you managed to shove some people off the bleacher, and the car hit. The bleacher are spread apart, crashing down. It's a red SUV truck. Most people manage to make it away. Some people get hit by the bleacher being pushed, and then the truck hit the stage.
I'm rushing the door of the truck and just gonna try and like jump up, grab the door handle.
In the truck, there's a man at the wheel with the head resting on the steering wheel. The horn being pressed now, like there's the yelling of the horn, like wah, constant. The window of the truck are down, and it smells horrendously of tequila in there. The head of the man, like between his hand on the wheel.
You're muted again.
Muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure his feet are removed from the controls and like turn off the ignition.
His hand come down from the wheel, and he tried to swap your hand, but like with no conviction. So you have no trouble shutting the engine down. Diego?
My face is twisted with fear. I look underneath the ring and pull out a wooden baton. We may be under attack, and I'm gonna walk towards the parked car where El Principe is messing around with it.
The grandmother, now safe and out of the way, I rush over to one of the people who was hit by the bleachers, calling out, "Doctor! Doctor! Where? Paramedic! Someone, please!"
The paramedic are on their way, like running. There's a lot of people like that have been hit by debris and stuff like that. Some bleeding, a lot of screeching. People are gathering in a little crowd near the building. They're confused. They don't know what's happened. They're looking anxious, afraid to see something else come.
I take the towel off of my neck and give it to a person who's bleeding. Say, "Press this on the wound. Press this on the wound." As my hand touches a folded metal chair, and I pick it up and begin walking over towards the truck.
Walk over to the exit of this little backstage area and look out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Get a first-hand account on what's going on.
Pretty much everybody like left the building now. They all like rushed outside to see what's happening. Now, like at the door is like empty of traffic because they already
Step over towards the phone. Dial the police.
The police pick up. They say, "Emergency."
I tell him, I'm at the New Hearts gym. There's been some sort of accident with a car. We need ambulance, police.
They're on the way. We have been advised already.
Hang up.
Are you the man at the wheel? Raise his head and look toward the princess. And it's a familiar face. Maybe give me a roll, social or something.
33. So I'll succeed.
He got like
Awareness?
blood like coming
No,
from his
we failed. It's awareness.
It's a familiar face. You got blood like coming from his forehead, hiding a bit his feature. He look at you for a second, snarl, and he opened the door on the other side and start like getting off the truck.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and carry him out the other way.
He fights you back. So give me a roll.
Fail.
Well, it's gonna be opposed, so
41. Over just over 40.
you he pushed you back from and he keep getting off the truck and he yell at you. He say like, "Yo, motherfucker! Like you think I didn't do the. I'm not the one that is responsible for the death of Eduardo. Yo, fucking mother! You always like, did it to anybody?" And slurring his word, cleaning his drink, stepping off the car, and he started like tumbling toward the building. Diego.
Seeing the man tumble out of the car, I move with the baton and I grab him roughly by the shoulder. "You sit down, bastard!" And I hold the baton as if to strike him, trying to intimidate him.
He duck and he step back and he look on the ground and he pick up like a board that were from the bleachers.
I bring the baton down hard across his face.
You get him and he fall on his side. He already had his face bloodied. Now he's crying and say like, "You motherfucker, like you took my work from me, now you wanna fucking kill me?"
Rush up with the steel chair in hand, seeing all this go down. Look to Diego and El Princeps. Who is this? What's going on? Who is this guy? I walk over to the truck and start looking inside of it. See if there's anything else in there, any other people.
He roll on his side and he look at Diego and he point his finger. So you're the fucking liar. I guess you got like you're behind that. You're probably the one that say like you need to go like sacrifice our lamb.
I stare at the man in the dark and try to recognize him. Who is this? I say to myself.
It was yeah. Go ahead, Phil.
I walk out of the back room and start to head towards the car. See what's going on.
I'll jump out of the car after him.
The man used to be a rigger in the organization that was responsible for the stunt when you were doing the biggest show inside and stuff like that. and he's clearly drunk. He got fired after the accident with Eduardo.
Cesar, is that you? You fucking bastard.
So I had not, it's not fair. I'm not the one that needs to be blamed. Like, I set up like everything legit.
I straightened my polyester tie. You know, the courts are going to figure that out. You think you can come in here and do it as a match? Is that your idea?
Sorry, I'm not going to the court.
And he reached to his leg, to his boot.
Seeing him reaching for something, my head snaps up, and I jump through the 2 open doors to try to tackle him to stop him from doing what he's doing.
Roll me a finesse. We're gonna oppose that.
That's a success.
Yeah, but you're not fast enough. And he's pulling a knife.
I make it to the displaced bleachers and spot the man, and I say, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
You say, you get a knife like that was like pointing at Diego, and he pointed up immediately to Gringo Supremo.
I say, you're the one that messed with the stunt. Everybody knows that. Everybody says, why you're here and I'm being fired?
Because you're a piece of shit. And I didn't do anything to mess with Eduardo.
El Príncipe.
All right. Coming in from right behind him, I'm going to go in for the class, hold here, and then like go grab for the knife. And it's going to be a fail.
He's sliding on his side. The adrenaline takes over the drunkenness a bit. And now he's like waving the knife around, kind of getting trying to get back up on his ass.
Say, put the fucking knife down, you idiot. Trying to intimidate him successfully.
Can you, Princip, can you give me a defend roll?
Fail.
Somebody from the crowd hit you in the back of the head with a piece of wood. And he yelled,
You should fucking let those dogs alone.
Seeing the melee break out, I start to run away back to the back office. Holy fuck.
I get to my feet, seeing the man wielding the broken piece of lumber, and my training takes over, and I reach a hand out to try to grab him by his throat. Failure. I'm too short.
he's giving a step back, and then he dropped the piece of wood, and he run away, bolted. Gringo Supremo.
They start wading into the crowds of people, just swinging this heavy briefcase at everyone, trying to make some room.
The crowd are getting close, but when you start swinging, they step back a bit. Intimidated, they're very interested in what's happening. That's the best show they could have got. But now it's getting a bit hot.
I look over at the man with the knife and I say, "You're gonna stab someone? You stabbed me."
Hey, point the knife, and you look at Diego running.
I say, that was my plan all along.
And he push himself up, trying to get back on his feet. He fell down back on his ass. Booze being too strong.
You got a lot of courage, but not a lot of brains.
Yeah, I knew what to do my job. I know you messed up with the thing, like everybody on the internet is saying.
You know how to do your job. You took a fall.
Princep.
Yeah. Us both sort of like not entirely on our feet. I'm going to lunge again at Mr. Knife, not being particular about if the knife ends up hurting either one of us, and kind of just hoping to hurt someone. And whatever I try to do, it fails.
Yeah. The knife is swinging around like erratically, and you still manage to disturb him enough that he fall. Like the guy is pretty drunk, so he's falling back on his side. Drop the knife for a second in the dirt, stumble around to pick it back up. Diego.
I rush in through the back curtain and into one of the small rooms in the back. I'm standing in front of a safe, and I start to dial in the combination. There's a revolver in there that I need to get.
All right.
Running towards this truck after narrowly missing the throat grab, I run, and with a leap, I hop a foot onto the hood and do a spinning corkscrew moonsault, trying to slam my body on top of the man with the knife, throwing everything I have at him. I boom, land right on top of him. Success.
The man that was trying to gather himself back and pick up back his knife fall flat, spreading around. The knife slide further away in the dirt. The crowd now fucking cheer, and they're getting closer and closer, and they're yelling, and they say, "I have fuego pequeño!" It's almost like they forgot that wasn't just part of the show.
I swing my briefcase around back at him again. Back up, you putas.
Somebody in the crowd threw a piece of a clump of mud at you, but
I try to block it with this.
It hit the briefcase, and they
I push like some bystander, like, was that you? And I point at the guy, like 4 people back. It's kind of like pressing into the crowd.
I'm gonna step forward, attempt to just like place my foot strongly on the knife that went forward. And by the way, that dog was a fucking asshole. And that was low.
There's go ahead.
I pull the revolver out of the safe and walk over to the PA system. I begin to speak into the arena. Cesar, it's over. Give it up. Everyone, this is not part of the show.
I've the man now lying on his stomach. I'm seated, straddling his back. His arms are pulled behind him over my knees, and my hands are wrenching back on his head, having him in a camel clutch.
He's yelling at you like, "Say, you motherfucker!" You're like, "Let me go!" Like I deserve like to justice. I think I need my job back.
I rub my forearm, which is all taped up, across his eyes and careen back even harder. Stop talking!
I motherfucker.
Give up! Looking around for a referee, someone, anyone.
The daughter of our Gringos Primo is coming running toward the scene. She got blood on her shirt.
Shove couple more of these crowd goers out of the way. Just having like a random arguments with them. Like, you back up. Not noticing my daughter.
Caesar under like El Fuego Pequeño is yelling like,
The Gringo Supremo is the one.
that is yelling like a conspiracy theory. And the daughter is showing up, and she's stepping on the side of she's making her way to the front of the crowd, looking at her father. The principal.
Just sort of like looking constantly around, waiting for someone to hit me in the back as I sort of stand firmly on the knife.
There's the police light are coming like the blue and red from the back of the field, coming closer. Diego.
The revolver stashed in my waist pants. I walk out through the curtain. I swiftly walk out through the curtain, attempting to rejoin the melee around Cesar.
There's the staff of the event, or moving around. They're part of the crowd now. One of them is making his way to the front, and he's looking at El Fuego Pequeño, and he look underneath him and he yell like, "Cesar!" And he then let El Fuego Pequeño say,
"Let him go, you bastard!"
I'm still holding on tight. My fingers now over across his face, pulling up his nose. Why would I do that?
It's like, he suffered enough.
I angry, just shove his face down into the ground, resting a foot on his back.
Somebody from the crowd like slammed the rigger that was yelling at you. Yelling like,
"What do you mean you got enough? Like it's just fucking like drawing people."
Like shoving people, and then notice my daughter making her way up there, and I stop shoving people, get a couple shoves back, and I say, "What are you doing here, Maribel?"
She's staring at you.
Come here, get out of the crowd. I like make some room for her.
See, I'm part of the crowd, Dad. This blood is on your end too.
What do you mean?
You got you push your partner, do the stunt. People are talking.
I didn't push him. You know I didn't want him to die, right? You don't think I'd do it? You don't think I tried to hurt him on purpose like that?
It's your ambition. It's hurting people.
Too old for ambition. Look at where I am. Look at this place.
Well, You're gonna have your name in the record now as the guy that killed his partner. That's what people say.
Just look at
Princip.
Still waiting for the next person to hit me, so I'm continuing to look around. Don't want to be seen holding a knife, so I'm just keeping my foot planted right on there until a cop or someone else is offering to take it.
The crowd is getting rowdy. There's some brawl breaking out. The smell of alcohol is in there, not just coming from the car. People are yelling. People are throwing all kind of accusation. They're pushing each other. The stage has been invaded by the crowd now. The whole place is in chaos.
Seeing the chaos unfolding on the stage, I climb up over the ropes and make my way over to the hanging microphone used to announce. I pull it to my face and say, "Everyone, get out of here! The show is over."
Somebody like that's on the stage swing at you like a big haymaker.
Defend.
Go, yeah.
Fail.
No, but he swing wide like it's just like a random like drunken hooligan, not hitting you. Almost fall, you almost fall off balance trying to swing, and then you run away.
I back away towards the rope. I don't want to take another punch.
I turn towards
the police light are now like stopped. They're nearby. The cops are coming, taking their time toward the event. There's a other light coming in from the back. Other like 04 coming from the back. Just red one. So not cops. El fuego pequeño.
I turn now towards the truck, and something catches my eye. A piece of crumpled up paper on top of other stacks of paper. I start to fiddle through them. I pull out a stack of notes, blueprints for the harness that was supposed to be used for this stunt.
There's a lot of like notes that have been two different color of ink that have been like taken. Some notes that have been taken in red, like a much more erratic, much more like a well, like question mark pointing at different part, and the word Gringo Supremo written on top of it.
Looking at the GS signed, I look at another paper that's a newspaper clipping of the harness that was found at the scene of the crime. I compare the two different designs in the blueprints to the one that was found.
There's a lot of debate on the nature of the accident that killed Eduardo. A lot of conspiracy theory that have been online. Guilt being thrown around. The name of Gringo Supremo come back a lot. The wrestling federation, the Lucha Libre Federation that you're part of, like, are tried not to throw blame at him, but people have been talking.
I look at my daughter and I say, just get out of here, Maribel. If you don't like what I do, then stop showing up to these events.
She look at you and say, so there's really no saving you. Even in your old age now, when you couldn't make your name
wrestling, you had to pull off those shitty stunts, playing the racism, playing the.
Maybe it's time you should save yourself.
I've been trying to do that for 20 years. I just had like a bit of a idea in my heart that I can maybe save you before it's too late. But I guess I was wrong.
Stop fucking fooling yourself, stupida. I wave her off. Turn around.
Spit and move away.
Just watch.
The people are getting close to part of the crowd getting close to El Principe, and they're making barking noise at him. Going, woof, 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 woof. Taunting him with the barking noise.
Kind of back up towards him.
I'm gonna take off like my sort of like cummerbund ish like thing I got around my waist, and while trying to maintain awareness and like defensibility, I'm gonna like pick up and wrap the knife in that while.
The cops are making their way to the crowd, and they're in the front, well, near the truck. A very like a quite corpulent one and a skinny one with a flashlight in hand. The skinny one start looking at the truck, looking inside, while the fat one keep moving and say,
Maradia, what happening here?
I jump down from the stage and slide underneath the ropes over towards the car and the policeman. A man Cesar attacked. He wanted to kill us. He's here somewhere.
The event manager is that was like nearby the stage with a big suitcase and a little like metal box under his arm, and he see you come down, and he with his suitcase in hand, like he tried to put a finger on his mouth, and he move away from the cops. The crowd also start to disperse as the cops are coming back.
I follow the event manager as he moves away.
The cops say, "Are you in charge here?" Like looking at you get up.
I'm just a wrestler.
Yeah. Who's in charge?
I shrug but say, you don't need help to arrest this man. I point down over at Cesar.
Cesar being on the ground, like sobbing,
holding the pages in my hand. One of the pages is the blueprint of the harness, check marked by the third party, written in blue ink. The other one, the one signed GS, the much cheaper option, signed with red ink. I look at the one that Gringo Supremo okayed and look at the one that they found in the one that they took a picture of in the news clipping and try to compare the two, notice if there's any striking similarities.
There's a give me a roll. Give me a roll for intellect, I guess.
Failure.
Their harness
You're no expert.
I look to Gringo. I look to the daughter and back.
I move over towards Cesar. Kind of backing over, stepping to the side towards him. I say, I guess you're going to go to jail now. I like kind of whisper in his ear. I say, I guess you're going to go to jail now, you little bitch. You're never going to get your revenge.
He's he as you come close to whisper to his ear, he tried to grab your head and try to go bite your nose. Give me a defend.
Success, I guess.
Oh yeah, but he managed to grab you on each side of the head, and he teeth squaring on your nose. The cop seeing that, take his baton out and bunk him on the head, which make him release. Your nose is bloodied.
Kind of grimace and grin. I put my arms around his neck too. I try to break his neck.
The cop raises his baton again, and he say, "So let us take care of him." Threatening you to hit you if you don't let go.
I don't. Start trying to wrestle with him.
El Principe. The crowd is still like taunting you with the barking noise, and some of them like go close and yell at you, and just their face just a few steps away.
Holding the knife wrapped in my 3-year-old championship belt around, I'm going to be moving, bobbing, shoving towards the cops. Say, he did it, and this is his weapon. He's the bad guy, not me.
The crowd is like, with the cop being out, the crowd like let you go through, just like doing the barking noise. When you come closer to the cops, it kind of shut down. They're busy with something else.
I yell out, "Principe, help me! This guy's crazy!"
I drop everything I've got and just on instinct lunge against Cesar.
The cop tried to strike El Gringo Supremo on the head with his baton.
Try to move Cesar in the way.
Maybe 22.
16.
Yeah.
Or I guess 6. Crit.
Oh. The cops is not fast enough to hit you before like you swing, before you move.
Just move the Cesar in the way.
And the baton like it gets Caesar on the head again.
I say, "Good night, bitch." Fucking
The skinny cut.
strangle him.
Oh yeah, Caesar goes
Big
out.
bear hug. Just like crushing the air out of him.
There's more blood now coming from his skull. Diego.
As the scuffle goes on, I notice El Fuego pouring over papers that have spilled out of the Cesar's car. I walk over and recognize them as prop materials that relate to the death Fuego, yeah, I would put those down. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Diego, what does this mean? Why is Gringo Supremo's name on this paper?
The skinny cop go over your shoulder with the light. Skinny cop that was looking in the car. I say, did you pull that from the car?
I looked to him. It was on the ground.
It's just scribblings. Scribblings of
looking-
the criminal, the madman. He has a grudge against us.
That might be important for the investigation. You might want to let it think where you found it. There's cops coming in the back, trying to doing the crowd work, moving the crowd around. The crowd start to disperse. Gringo Supremo.
I like continuing to hold him.
The body is limp in your arm.
Like shake it.
There's no reaction. The
And
fat cop.
I roll on top of him, and then I let him go. And I say, he bit my nose off.
The fat cop put his baton away and had his revolver out, pointing at you.
Oh, look what he did to my nose.
So you should have not get involved when I told you to step back.
He had a knife.
Where's the knife?
I don't know.
It's right. I'm looking around for it.
If the cops turn toward you, you say, "You got the knife now?"
Just a moment ago, I jumped to save my friend, but I left it right there. I'm looking to see it's still there.
Nowhere to be seen.
Fuck.
You sash his gun as well.
Some stupid fan took it. I don't know. Who cares? You saw it bit my nose. You think I'm just going to let him bite my nose?
There should be security cameras.
I turn to Diego. Diego, what do these papers mean? What this can't be right. This can't be true. Handing him to him.
Listen, this what Cesar did today seals the deal. He's the one responsible for the death. This shows it. It's gonna wrap things up. Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it.
Kind of stumble towards the office area, holding my bloody nose.
The skinny cop was talking to his in his radio on his shirt, and then you look at Diego and El Fuego, and I said everybody, all the wrestlers, go inside the building. We're gonna disperse the car when we take on this deposition. The fat cop said to Gringo Supremo, I say, "Yo, go inside the building. We're gonna deal with all of you. You might be in trouble, so don't try anything smart."
Where you think I'm going, you fat bastard?
You're no one to talk. You're fucking partner killer.
I'll throw you off of the building. Piece of shit.
He shake his revolver. I say, I want you to see tie.
I look back and forth at Gringo, to Diego, to Gringo's daughter. This can't be. I don't believe it.
I put an arm on El Fuego. Let's go back to the office. Everything's gonna work out.
I feel the revolver press against my side.
The skinny cops say, "Yeah, and end those paper over. We'll do the investigation. Don't worry about it, sir."
Papers in one hand, At the last second, I let them go as they fall to the ground.
The cop nervously pressed the trigger. But he wasn't directly aiming at you. And the shot goes wild. And hit a kid in the crowd. I was being dispersed. El Princip.
I tackled the cop. You're the bad guy, not me. And FiL.
Hearing the gunshots, I crouch immediately, and my hand goes to the revolver.
With the sound of the gunshot going, like there's a big silence from the crowd. It's like everybody just vanished all of a sudden for just a moment.
The
And then,
guns.
like somebody yell, "They killed the kid! They killed the kid, man!" And then there's a huge clamor.
The gun is missing as it's now in my hand as I level it towards Gringo Supremo. You killed Eduardo. You killed the man who trained me. You killed my teacher. The gun shaking in my grip. As
We've been over this. What are you talking about? I rub my bloody nose.
I pulled the trigger.
The skinny cop in shock of like having this accidental discharge, getting in like he's in a state of shock. A
Success.
second blast.
I get shot.
And Gringo's Primo got a bullet in the
Clutch
chest.
my. Okay. Fall over. The knife, Caesar's knife, goes clattering across the floor.
Fuego, what have you done? What are you doing?
Heavily breathing. The sound of the ringing still in my ears.
I try to wrest the gun away from him. Ah!
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Leaving on that. And Princip.
The knife. I didn't lose it. I'm just gonna go right for the knife. And just like lunge again, like from my like weird having fallen at the cop, just like go for that.
Sweet.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Back in the saddle.
Ringo, no.
Ringo. I guess I killed him.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody knows what happened, but
yeah.
put two and two together.
You've been accused of.
Yeah. I was certainly ready to kill this Carlos guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Caesar.
Did Cesar die? I think you did kill him, right?
I tried to, but I don't know that.
Killed Caesar? Well, you kind
Yeah.
of killed him because like you move him in the way of like when the cop was trying to strike you with the
Yeah.
baton. And he was
Yeah.
already like pretty injured. So, you know, like, well, did you kill him or did the cop kill him? Well, people are gonna debate about that again, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suspicious deaths around.
Yeah.
Ringo Supremo.
Yes.
Including his own.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, now
I
your
can't-
name's gonna be remembered.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Gringo Supremo signed off on the shoddy harnesses.
Yeah.
Apparently.
How could you?
Like, no, let's save $30.
You got the Temu harnesses
Yeah.
instead of the best purchase on Amazon.
I got a BOGO deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea I had is like that because you talk about like a stunt and
Yeah.
that failed, and I say like there's probably like some thought that you sabotage the harness because like you were older, you couldn't really wrestle anymore. It was like in your last match, right? You were out of your way, out of the career. Trying to do manager stuff now, it doesn't really pick up. That's what I imagine. That's what I envision, right? Like, you know, making it on the spot. And people say that you sabotage the harness, so you could get like some
say that.
Yeah. So
they sure do say that. Yeah.
I'm trying to understand it in my mind. So I'm imagining this was an indoor arena.
No, it was outdoor.
It was outdoor.
Oh, it's outdoors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mention that.
Yeah,
you
said it before.
There was. I got confused, or I guess
I definitely saw it as a very loose tent. That's kind of how I imagine.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mention it was outdoor. I tried to reinforce that with like talking about the mud going into the lights, the spotlight.
Yeah.
Mods and
So I had a plan.
Yeah.
Going in, and then the car showed up.
Yeah.
I was going to. I had Eduardo's mask in the briefcase. And I was gonna go in during their match, and then like because the lawyer was there, I was gonna nail Fuego Pequeño with the suitcase.
Nice.
And then offer a contract to Princeps and have the abogada like help me sign it. That'd be like the wrestling heel turn.
Yeah.
That's
really cool. Yeah. I was trying to in sort of the preliminary stuff when we were about to go out, I was trying to still play it as though Princeps was still a good guy.
Yeah.
And with the idea of the heel turn happening during the match. Like I was excited to like just have a match, you know, let's go out there and, you know.
Well, I was gonna do the thing where I like bang you over the head.
Yeah.
And then like I point at Princeps and I point at your body and he has to stomp you out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff.
And then like show him the contract.
El Princep.
And then hold up the mask. So it's like, you want the mask, you gotta sign the contract.
What did you do with those dogs?
Yeah.
Oh god, I hadn't even gotten that far in terms of conceptualizing it.
Yeah.
I'll say before everything went haywire, I think Princeps was thinking about the fact that like, oh shit, I have to do like heel moves, but like heel moves are like, you know, like dangerous stunts potentially, and like this is the last place we want to make that happening. But yeah. I think that the dog improvisation was great. I was really happy with that.
I just assumed he was like into dog fighting or something.
Sure, yeah.
That's the least bad.
Make it as sinister as you want, but there's something involving dog that really shocked the public.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a reference to because you said his partner was named El Jaguar. And I was gonna make I was gonna walk up and say, "Hey, Abe, how you doing?" You know, or something like that.
Yeah.
Abraham.
Is that a WWE?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, there's an individual that's you know sort of been around.
Oh, that that Sean or Nemesis.
Yes.
Or whatever. Okay, gotcha.
Wow. Yeah. Well, everybody's Sean is Nemesis.
Sure, that's true. Everyone's Sean. Anyway, in terms of kind of like everyone's kind of had the idea of what they were going to do in the match. I really like the idea that was planted, which is that dangerous props or dangerous stunts.
Yeah.
So I was going to do like my gimmick is these giant like scale pans.
Yeah.
And it was just going to be like slapping people with them, but they're made out of tin, so they're supposed to bend.
Yeah.
But you know, it makes us like a sharp point by mistake or something like that.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Just like cut someone.
So just kind of like the potential for accidents.
Sure.
I'll tell you why I didn't like go with because like I see like people like outside what I'm gonna do in the match, like thinking about the wrestling move, and why I didn't make it that like an actual wrestling match, right? Even though like the team was Lucha Libre, is because it was a dramatic, right? And I wanted to have like some drama. I wanted something like kind of tense, kind of sad, kind of like you know, kind of like a little more emotional. Like I wanted some more emotion. Just like I thought if we just do the Lucha Libre match, we're gonna quickly turn into like goofiness, and then we won't respect the tone, right? We won't respect that we roll.
Yes.
Also, I think it
I liked what
respected
you did, Max. I thought that was excellent.
I think it respected the setting also because in the fight with Cesar, there was still like Lucha Libre shit going on.
Yeah. I tried to.
I like that,
even though everyone failed every single role when they tried anything.
That's unfortunate that everybody failed every single role.
I was like, "Hey, Princeps, go!" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
But it's kind of funny because it's like those stage fighter, right? That might be good on the stage. Now they go into a real fight. They try to apply their move, and nothing works.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know if anybody's heard of the role-playing game where you're all professional wrestlers doing like some like non-professional wrestling like thing, like investigating a mystery or like whatever, and like you're terrible at whatever it is, except if you try to like solve the problem with wrestling and violence.
That's
and if
interesting.
you do, you succeed, but you like make a mess of the whole thing. So,
that's hilarious.
I think it's called like Try Not to Wrestle.
Okay, interesting.
That's funny.
Interesting. So I hope like you did like kind of like respect the team the setting that we got of Lucha Libre, even though it wasn't like a strict match, and the tone. It's trying to play with the control. I find like I always find like, you know, they're a challenge, right? We call them like a challenge for a reason, right? Because it's a challenge, right? If we say stuff with emphasis, make it true. But
for sure.
Yeah.
So
really enjoyed the Abadado character, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I loved the gimmick. I love really the whole visual idea. And the fact you gave him a catchphrase is even better. Like,
yes,
the whole justice is no longer blind. That was good. Like I growing up going to wrestling shows, I envisioned everything in my head. Like even El Princeps coming out and just flipping the bird to everybody. I've seen that thousands of times. So that was perfect. That was great.
So your character had like briars on his head, or he had kind of like a crown of thorns. Is that the thing you were doing?
Yeah, I think it was like originally just like a classic like Disney prince like thing, and then like, we like added like the crown of thorns, which is the first like thing I thought of. Like even though
that's
like
that's fucking cool for like I was imagining kind of like an evil prince type. Character with like a the crown of thorns. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah. The one thing like also like Matt, you did well. Like I think you should like you could do more anchoring stuff. Like remember to say where you are, say what you do, say what you say, right? Just don't do the dialogue, right? It's important also like to give some physicality to your character. You did fine like maybe most of the time, but like there's some rounds sometimes like, you know, remind us where you are, remind us what you do. I tried to go to the group, especially when there was a more action, fairly quickly. Like sometimes I say, okay, call the name of people, like, okay, let's go to the next guy, because I want I didn't want to do like at the beginning I did a bit of ping pong between like a GM character, like, you know, I tried to avoid that. But
my encouragement would be even when the GM calls out the different characters' names, you don't necessarily have to wait for your name to be called. You know, if there's if there's a long enough silence, go ahead and go for it, man. Like that's you know, it's not a huge deal.
Absolutely. Like, and that's why also like sometimes like I let you go when you're like, okay, you have something you want to do now, like that's fine, you can go ahead and do that, and try to encourage that. But sometimes I would call somebody's name because like if I felt like, okay, now you did something, let's give somebody else a chance to do something, and then we'll come back to it later. Right? I try to especially since you are oftentimes like not together, not doing stuff, like I try to keep the thing rolling.
Yeah. If I was reflecting on the kind of like the entire game, I feel like there wasn't enough interaction. I feel like we all had our separate ideas a little bit, and we were all kind of interacting with different parts of the scene, and I think that worked out.
I agree.
But and like, I don't know, is that an issue or is that good?
It could have been good if you had like more drama between you, right? Like I think a bit in the end there. But it could have been good.
I definitely wish I would have talked to more of the PCs. It's like I wanted to talk to Diego more. We had like one
Well, it was
you're like, hey, it wasn't your fault. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah, I reviewed.
I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was going to be my fault yet. Apparently, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I was. I was playing like the sleazy lawyer. That's like, I need to protect the company, and I need to protect you. And illegally, it's not your fault. Remember that, Gringo.
Yeah.
Like, because you hear the daughter go like, "It's your fault. It's your fault." It's like, actually, my client.
You don't say anything.
Let me speak for my client.
We will sue you for slander.
I love that shitty lawyer.
Bring the daughter at first, right? That was like a way for me to kind of bring in the ball of like, oh, some people are blaming the Gringo Supremo for this whole thing. So trying to bring the drama in, right?
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to do with her. At some point I thought like when the truck came in, I thought like, oh, maybe I thought she was the one driving it, but then like I guess not.
Well, you had mentioned that she had blood on her dress, and I'm like, what happened there? But of course, like, if she was helping someone or know, could have
nobody interacted with that. Could be yours, could be not.
Yeah.
Maybe she got hit a bit. Maybe she was helping somebody else.
So I kind of made an offer that I'm actually glad wasn't accepted, which was the cartels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that could have been true. That would be exciting for a couple minutes, but then it's like, okay, that's all problems in Mexico are the cartels.
Like, I thought about actually. I considered it when you mentioned it. I said maybe I could roll with that. But then I felt like it would bring us away from the more personal drama, right? I wanted to keep this thing I wanted to keep this thing like more like it's in your group, it's something like like there's this conspiracy, but it's like in the family kind of shit, right? Like
good call, because I kind of regretted it immediately after. I was like, oh,
but it could have been like
some guy with machine guns popping out. I was like, I don't know.
It's kind of a buzzkill.
Anyway.
Well, before we wrap this up, as is tradition, Max, you get to replace the setting.
Yeah, I need to read what's in there because isolated base, mythology, western, aquatic, pirate, noir, roll again, make it anime, roll. Oh,
thank you, Zonalar.
Serial killer, artificial life, Pinocchio but robot. Lucha Breeze one with Cold War, apocalypse, kaiju, zombie. Wilderness. I was about to say, I'm not gonna do that. I was about to say erotica, but I'm not gonna do that. Erotica never show up again.
You could totally. We're all working in a porno theater, but it's non-sexual.
Yeah, exactly. No, just like throw you a real curveball. Make it. No, I was about to make it sport, but like Lucha Libre is kind of sport, so that'd be like not different enough.
Yeah.
Corporate America.
Corporate.
Okay. White collar.
Yeah. White collar. Yeah.
How do you feel about? I don't know if you did this or not, but I felt like you were doing this. The
white collar was already there.
Yeah, it was a possibility.
Yeah, sorry, Phil, go ahead.
Yeah, just like making me the killer, I guess, or responsible. Do you feel like you made that happen?
I don't know if you were.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like,
some people accused you of it.
Yeah.
Well,
you think I was too harsh?
No, I'm just wondering if like I don't care. I'm just wondering if you think it's like right, best practice wise.
I think.
Did I?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Diego.
I think like
Not Matt,
I definitely thought that multiple people were making a very strong offer to you to be the killer.
Yeah.
And I feel like they gave enough space for you to decline to be the killer as well.
I don't know if I ended up confirming it or not.
Yeah, I don't
think you
I
were.
don't know either. I think the El Fuego clues kind of would need an explanation. But
well, I mean, even as much so, I really kind of left it up to Max to confirm or deny. So when I made that intellect roll and I failed it, he's like, the harnesses, you can't really. So I just sort of filled in those blanks, and even if you were innocent, like it still makes sense that me not knowing the difference, my brain just whether through repeated CTE and stuff like that,
or maybe you wanted him to be responsible.
Yeah, sure.
But with the paper, I decided to make them like they're the rambling of this guy that is trying to explain, like he got fired for the accident.
Yeah,
he's trying to find somebody else to throw the blame on. So technically, the two writing was where both is right, but like it's like he went back on his design and stuff like that and took some notes. That's what I want to do with the two color, right? He went back afterward and tried to explain where he failed, and then he said, like, "Nah, that wasn't me that failed. It's somebody else that messed up with the material after I was done," and pointed to Gringo Supremo.
Yeah, but then you also said that I shoved him. Like that's what my daughter said. Like everyone saw me like push him.
Who said that you shoved him?
Rick, my daughter.
Yeah.
You said everyone saw you push him, or
I think like
no. I meant metaphorically push him.
Yeah. Like
pushing him
to always like take more risk.
Yeah, push him to do stunt.
I thought like that. When I heard that, I was like, "Oh, did I like push this guy off of a fucking?"
Oh, sorry. Maybe I should have been more clear, right? Because I was saying you was always, like I said, you're always pushing him, right? You're always like
yeah. I remember you saying that, and then it's like we saw you push him to do the stunt. I guess you said push him to do the stunt, not push him when he was doing the stunt.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe some might be
my fault.
I've been speaking in French a lot lately, also.
No, you've never said anything wrong.
We had a funny thing happen in our mythology game where one of the characters was named Nier, Nier.
Oh yeah.
And then somebody else was doing something near to something else. They described themselves doing something near blah 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 blah. And so there was a big mix up over like the near player thought they were being like shoved into the ground or something like that, which was kind of funny. So and it's like that's something that has to happen when you're playing 4D, right? That sort of thing where it's just like you can't say, hold on, guys. Wait a minute. Are you saying
I do think that in those instances where it is a fault of the player's misunderstanding, I do think that there is some grace for clarity. I don't think it's as huge of a deal,
Yeah, there was kind of some related stuff that was happening in some other games I played where it was like there was an inconsistency between the minds of the players, but we just rolled with it. Like we were playing in a setting where we were in a underground cavern, but then airships started showing up, like zeppelins started arriving.
Well,
because it was ambiguous, like how big the cavern was, or like we were outside the cavern, or we were near the cavern. Like it was kind of ambiguous, and you can't really stop and say, "Hold on, guys, where are we exactly?" Like if people are rolling with different mental images, especially if it's kind of unclear. I think it's fine. I think it's kind of like a hazard of 4D, but it's fine. It's fun. I think we had a good game.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's also why you want to increase the resolution as you play, right? Like sometimes, and you want to
Right.
be flexible in the mental image that you get until like thing is specified. Like we had one tonight with the being outdoor or not. Like
Yeah.
apparently, half the group missed that it was outdoor.
Yeah, I guess it is. Do you think that I was my only frame of reference is like WWE.
Sure.
So that's the only thing that was in my mind.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about, is Lucha Libre outside usually, or is
well, it's sort of I mean, it's kind of the
amateur wrestling is usually outside.
A lot of
Right.
independent wrestling promotion happens. If they don't have a dedicated, like if they're not in a bingo hall or a VFW, and this is of course in the States. If they're not in the National Guard Armory or in some mall doing something like in like a big peddler's mall, then they're typically outside at like a state fair or something.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I guess that's my lack of domain knowledge.
That's fine. And that's, I mean, y'all were taking off your masks, and that's like a huge no-no in Lucha.
Yeah, sure.
So it's whatever.
Well, there was a guy with a knife, honestly.
Yes. So, yeah. Well, even then, like you got to think. Well,
he's not really a luchador. He's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about my wrestling career, to be honest. I would get back to corporate law.
Like time to go to work.
Yeah.
So Phil, do you feel like I put too much on the character, or was it just like the misunderstanding about you pushing him, right? Just like, is it the
I don't know. I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of control over who my character was at the end.
Like, oh really?
Or like ever. I really enjoyed the beginning going in. I thought I was setting up like he's gonna get justice for his boy.
Yeah.
And then it was like it turned into something else, somewhere in the middle. But I don't know. I enjoyed playing him. Like I kept the personality, and I was like when he was like wading into the crowd, being like I imagined him as like a 300-pound, like 6'2" dude, just like
I was definitely I think I had a very clear image of your character fighting.
Boss hog,
like kind of like
boss hog,
kind of portly and kind of like wrestling people down. Just kind of rotund and like whatever.
So I don't know that my immersion suffered from it. But like I didn't really have a good idea what he was.
Yeah.
Should we have defined better in the premise the cause of death and the circumstance of death of Eduardo?
I don't know if I see. That's the thing. It's like I don't know if what you did was wrong or not.
Yeah.
Because it is a one shot, and we're trying to figure out. It's like the medium that we're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're. I don't want to say craft. I mean, we are crafting a story, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like I didn't mind being a tool,
but and we're trying to craft the story through play, right? Because we could have like spent more time in the. How long did we before we started playing? Like was it like
10, 15, 20 minutes of
no more than that. Oh.
Yeah, right.
But obviously we could have like taken more time to. But
I think that you had the reins a lot in that game. So I don't know if that and that sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't.
Well, there was a pretty big. I mean, the truck coming in was a pretty huge major push right off the bat.
Sure.
So that I don't want to say derailed it because obviously like the world is the world, but that was a very present thing that was happening right then in that moment. But as far as like. I tend to be the kind of person I don't mind when there are those emergent aspects, even if it's at the consequence of my original idea. You know, I tend to be okay with those sorts. Now, obviously, if it's something like, like what did you do to those dogs? Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
it's the other side. I didn't really have a really firm idea, so I didn't really. I was happy to be a little more reactive, I guess.
I agree that I took a bit the rein on this one. And Phil, you've been in game with me where I was the GM.
Way less taking
way less
sure.
way less involved. Some of them have been a little more too with Sabina.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Which was a disaster. But like
one time he tried to rape me and I didn't appreciate that.
Wow.
We don't talk about.
But
And it was
at
a
first-
comedy.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
exactly. We're going for the comedy tone, so
We're going
obviously
for
my mind went
comedy.
great.
Yeah. as you do.
As one do. But like at first,
Well,
like, I
that
tried
just
to,
happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That just happened. Yeah.
Throwing some water on his ass.
Yeah.
I tried to leave you a little more leeway on the start, right? And in like with the event manager coming in when you were in the background, I didn't want to start you like in the ring or anything. Like I didn't want to force you in a situation. So I wanted to see how much if you were gonna put anything in place. And Phil, you did some with like, oh, I'm gonna give you with justice. So okay, already we know like there's some sense of foul play around this death.
Sure.
I think another, if you were done saying stuff, I think another
No.
factor is
I guess I am
you
now.
did the
Go ahead.
dramatic pause, so I never know when you're done talking. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think another major factor is the 5-player.
Yeah.
Like
was-
it's hard for me to push stuff as much, you know, with the 5-player.
Yeah.
We're so used
Right.
to playing like
Sure.
a 3-player, 4-player.
Yeah.
So
Well, so 5 players. 5 players was what I was thinking for the finale, but I think because we've done the 5 players now, it's like we kind of have the test run because because it was going to be me, you two, and then Elf Hunter and Nicholas. That was like my handpicked table.
We fucked up all your finale.
Yeah. Y'all are still welcome to join, but you know. But yeah, I mean, I think Conway and Elf Hunter brought it up in the comments. They were bringing up the fact that like 4 players plus a GM, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Even in the 4D style, it tends to get a bit muddy. And with not only a new player, so Matthias, it was his first ever like proper 4D game. You know, he's still not too well versed in the style. There's still a lot of things to be ironed out.
I hope he enjoyed himself. He left us early now. Like
he said he had to scram. But he said he had a blast. So I think he did. I don't know.
On a rough one for first time.
Yeah. But I mean, I did it for mine. My first game was on NPC, and I ran.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it may have been a little bit smoother if we weren't all doing our own thing.
100%.
Because like one thing that happens in like normal 5e tables is like everyone has their deal, and then let's like the GM, okay, I pay attention to you, like that obviously makes things a lot more disjointed. So I think like we could have done a better job in particular of kind of like being 2 people that are in the same thing.
Sure.
Or like
really helpful.
Yeah, because like instead I feel like we all had our own thing. So it could have been kind of like,
and especially if the
2 of us
GM
had a rivalry and 2 of us had this other thing that we were doing. Like if that's kind of like 2 blobs that the GM can go back and forth from. But
and you don't want to. It's like you have to ping pong less, and also it's like you really have to be comfortable. I don't know what's best to do. I guess you just need to be comfortable with like skipping your turn sometimes.
Yep.
But that's not great either.
Did I skip your people's turns a lot?
No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is the move to skip turns, or is it probably not?
Well, I don't think the movie skips turn, but I think what you need to be comfortable with is just doing like anchoring turn, right? Like a small little thing saying like, oh, I'm still doing that, right? I'm not done here, right? And
being okay with things taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was
I
also
stare confused at this.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Totally.
There's a little bit turnflation going on as well.
Yeah.
That's why at some point
that happens with the 5 players.
Yeah.
Especially like when everybody's doing like different stuff, like a different rhythm, right? Sometimes, right?
it's hard to keep track of. That's
Totally.
why I've been a bit more controlling with the turn order,
It's
like
such a
trying to.
Fucking weird premise too. Like,
I know.
like it's
We made it work though. I was really really happy with how this turned out.
Oh, that's why I brought the truck in, right? Because like I said, like at first I tried to leave you like some room to be on your own, to set up some conflict between you, to have some interaction between your character. I felt like there wasn't much going on there, and then like people like, okay, now we need to move the time. Like people start like starting out on the ring, and I didn't want it to devolve into like a few rounds, like wasting like 20 minutes, like doing like a wrestling match basically, right?
Well, I mean,
even though you had cool ideas.
So I would have been a-okay if the story was a dramatic betrayal sort of thing, where at the end of the match, Gringo Supremo comes in and hits me over the head with the briefcase, and the drama comes from the sort of soap opera-y aspect of professional wrestling. I think if we sort of leaned into that, there's a way you can do that without it becoming clown shoes. If we all play it straight, I think it could actually work out really well. It may feel ridiculous to us in the moment, but I think it could turn out cool.
I'm not super well versed in wrestling, so I don't quite understand the scenario, which is like, would the scenario be that Gringo is doing all this stuff behind kayfabe, or he's like doing it in character?
Yeah.
Or is it something that should surprise our characters themselves?
Well, there's also the aspect, because of course, when it comes to kayfabe, so kayfabe is something where you have kayfabe, but you also have sort of the politics that goes on behind the scenes. It's a dog eat dog world in professional wrestling. So when you have people betraying other people, putting other people down, talking bad about people, intentionally injuring folks in order to make them not be able to wrestle anymore for a time, and stuff like that. Like we talk about high trust gaming. It requires a lot of trust to go out there and trust your body to another person to get you through a match.
A story of Andre the Giant shitting on a guy at some point.
So like
interesting. Okay.
But a lot of the sort of the backstage politics that kind of gets into the it's not a very good example, but I think it sort of touches the same idea. But the movie The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, it's marginally similar.
I guess I'm just kind of confused, because it's like it's very challenging to kind of like come up with an idea of you're a character that is also an actor playing a character. So you're doing character within a character. I think that's like ultra hard mode.
I think that's the whole reason Max did that. So
okay,
it's basically impossible.
Yeah,
because it would have been fake, and it's just like a big time sink of stuff that's not going to push any sort of dramatic.
That doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's why I wanted to lean more into like the politics and the human stuff behind the mask.
Which I think we did a good job of that. I think we as much as we could, but Well, I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. I appreciate y'all coming in last minute. That was like a super pleasant surprise. We'll kind of hash out the finale, and if y'all are still available for that and still down for that, and I may tweak the table a little bit, see if we can get it to be a little bit more digestible. But yeah, that we'll hash that out at a later date. But yeah, thanks folks for checking us out. Max, thank you for joining. Of course, Phil, thanks for hopping in again, and Chris, as always, buddy, thank you so much for.
It's good playing with you, Chris. You're awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
You're a good role player.
Great playing with you two guys.
Yeah, Uriah,
it was really fun.
Pleasure as always.
Yes,
Max, obviously, you're the best in the world. So.
Mad at to leave us. I hope you enjoyed your experience.
Yeah, it was a blast. So but for the folks who came and checked this out, we had a lot more people pop in today, which I think is a consequence of the names that I put in the title. But we appreciate you all giving us the bump in views. No, but thanks folks for checking this out. If you're watching this after the fact, of course, thanks again. I've linked everybody's channels in the description, so of course you're probably already subscribed to Phil and Max, but make sure you go subscribe to Chris as well.
Do it.
Yeah, check us out. I will not be here next week. I'll be with the love of my life, taking care of some stuff at her work. And then, of course, the next week is Thanksgiving. Or no. I take that back. Strike that, reverse it. Next week, Thanksgiving, so we won't have Friday.
Right.
I'm kicking around a Saturday idea. I might do something Saturday with some EU folks. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
EU folks.
You can give this Friday to the Europeans, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, let them do
next
it.
Friday.
Let them do their own thing. But yeah. In any case, 2 more. Well, me involved in 2 more to go. So yeah, the 12th and the 19th. So it's winding down. The end of the year's coming. But yeah, thanks folks for checking us out, and we appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you like, comment, and all that fun stuff. It really helps us out. Yeah, that's all from us. Peace and God bless.